Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all of the top trending stories across the UAE. Our top story today, Sheikh Hamdan praises rescue teams following the earthquake rescue mission in Turkey and Syria.
And you guys, this week it is sunny with a chance of rain. So get out the brollies.
Not sure if that's great news. Next story, someone sent a happy birthday message using a blimp over blue waters.
And Dubai's ruler grants 8,500 plots of land for Emirati homes.
And do stay tuned, because right about 8:50 we're going to be joined by pro boxer Shannon Courtenay, aka the Babyface Assassin. And as always, we love to see your comments coming through on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And also this goes live in podcast format later in the day, so if you want to catch it there, you most certainly can. But before we get to all of that,
yes,
good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to everyone, except for the people who forget to add on their blue ticks on Instagram.
WhatsApp. Who forget to turn on their blue not forget, who intentionally turn off their blue ticks on WhatsApp. What does that say about the person?
You're wearing blue. This is so relevant for today's topic. It's like we planned it. Do you keep your blue ticks off or on?
So I have 80% of my friends who keep their blue ticks turned off.
Really?
And I must say those 80% of friends are all men. Like, just in my circle.
That's so interesting. Because we did a little whip around the office for this show, and Simran and I, we keep them on, and then the guys, Ali Baba or Shahir keeps them off. Ali K, do you have your blue ticks on or off? Off. So in case you've been living under a rock, the blue ticks are a form of alert that alert WhatsApp recipients if the message has gone through.
Yes.
And they say that keeping them off is a form of protecting your privacy. So basically, the sender doesn't need to know that you've sent the message.
No, that you've read the message.
That you've read the message.
Yeah.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there today.
Tuesday morning. We have 3 more days to go. But basically, yeah, so if your blue ticks are off, I send you a message, you can read it, and you never have to reply, and I'll never find out because your blue ticks are turned off. So it'll never turn blue. Because, you know, when you read a message, it turns blue, right? So, like for me, my thing is, I don't open messages. But if I open the message, I will reply to it. So those with the blue ticks turned off, it's like they open the messages and they can ghost you for days. You'll never find out if they've read it or not.
And what's your reason for keeping it on?
Because it's like, I mean, like for me, it's that visibility is fine. Like if I am reading the message, I'll reply to it. So if the blue tick is there, it's fine, you know. And if it's not there, fine. Either way. Because I would want to know if someone's reading my messages.
Exactly.
Yes.
Same. It's got nothing to do with me responding to them. But I like to know if my mum's read my messages. I like to know if you've read my messages. I like to know if Rich has read my messages. Like, is it because that's helpful? Because it's a great communication. And then if they haven't read it, you're thinking, where are they?
Yeah.
It's been an hour. Everyone searches WhatsApp in an hour. So it's a very helpful way.
Where are they? Yeah.
Exactly. So like your mom, she needs to have the blue tick on. Mums out there, if you're watching the show, keep them on so we know exactly what you're doing. Every second of the day.
Wow, how the roles have reversed.
I know.
Before it would be like moms going like, listen kids, we need a tracker installed in your body and have an app so we can check exactly where you're going at all times. And now it's the complete opposite after a certain age.
Now I've slipped an Apple tag in my mom's bag. She doesn't know.
Doesn't she watch the show? I think
she doesn't know what an Apple tag is. It's fine.
But basically, what does it tell about the person if they don't have their blue ticks on? They are sus creatures.
It says, according to the internet, it says they're trying to maintain their privacy.
Privacy from what?
I think it's just
privacy from whom?
That's a good point.
You know?
Whip around the office. Why do you keep yours off? Is the question.
You guys, let us know in the comments. Instagram, let us know. Do you guys have your Instagram blue ticks off? WhatsApp blue ticks turned off?
Sorry. I think it's to save you having to respond straight away.
Yeah.
And it like takes that, because the problem with WhatsApp is that it gives us more access to people than we've ever had before. So before it was a phone call, you answered it, you didn't answer it, and that was done. Yeah. Now you can send people voice notes. You can send people quick messages, and actually it can be quite overwhelming. And if you have like 10 messages that you feel like you need to respond to at that moment, it can actually cause a bit of anxiety. So actually keeping the blue ticks off can potentially relieve that anxiety, because you're thinking, I don't need to respond to them immediately because they don't think I've seen their messages immediately. So I think it can be a way to relieve the anxiety of an overly stressful app that provides way too much quick communication. Like, let's get rid of all of them. Let's just go back to the telephone, you know?
Okay, at one point I was just going to say that's such a balanced, diplomatic, and thought out answer. And then he just went into like, forget all the apps and let's go back to telephones. And I'm like, never mind.
Let's just jump into the top stories. I think our top story today, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan praises rescue teams following earthquake rescue mission. So Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, yesterday met with the teams of the search and rescue of Dubai Police and the Dubai Corporation for Ambulance Services at Expo City. Now, these teams took part in Operation Gallant Night 2 in the Turkish city of Kahramanmaraş.
So Sheikh Hamdan praised the heroic role and high levels of efficiency of the teams from both entities who joined the UAE search and rescue crew as part of the operation to support people who were affected by the devastating earthquakes that recently hit Turkey and Syria. The teams took part in the rapid response, recovery and rehabilitation stages of the operation.
And during the meeting, Sheikh Hamdan was briefed by Colonel Khalid Ibrahim Al-Hamadi, the leader of the search and rescue teams, about the team's rescue operations in the cities which were heavily affected by the earthquake. And during the meeting, the Dubai Crown Prince highlighted the UAE's commitment to providing humanitarian aid to those in need in times of adversity, guided by the ideals of the late Sheikh Zayed Al Sultan Al Nahyan, and remains committed to providing a helping hand to communities among the world facing crises. So I think it's just a massive thank you to the teams who have returned. I know it will be a very special moment for them to have been praised directly by His Highness the Crown Prince of Dubai. So it is a massive thank you for all of us to going representing the UAE and really helping in the time of need.
And also a big thank you to all the communities that have contributed. And of course, like, it is such a clear example of leading by example. Our next story, sunny with a chance of rain in Dubai this week. So UAE residents get ready for a wet and cloudy week as the National Center of Meteorology has issued a weather alert warning that some areas of the country might experience rainfall in the coming days. And it's expected that there will be a drop in temperatures and several days of strong winds of up to 40 kilometers per hour, and of course, resulting in dust and clouds.
The main question we're asking in Dubai is, do we need our brollies in Dubai? There's a high possibility of rain every day until Friday. That's in other parts of the country, and some parts experiencing limited visibility due to fog. Motorists across the country, be aware, you have been warned to drive carefully. Follow information boards for speed reductions on the roads and just take care. Also, if you want immediate updates on the weather, the NCSM on Twitter are very quick. They give you the exact updates of where it's raining and when. There's rain in the Al Dhafra region. There's rain in different parts of the Abu Dhabi, more towards the Saudi coast right now, but we can expect more. So the concerns that summer is coming, calm them. It's not coming. Cold snap is coming. There's a cold snap coming.
There's a cold snap coming.
Chillier. I won't say cold snap, that's too much.
That's what you said. Like before the show, it's always around this time of the year it cools down. But right after this cold spell is when things are just going to pump right up in terms of the thermometer.
No, people just love forecasting the summer earlier than they need to in this country. Every conversation is, you need to get out because it's going to be summer. You need to get out because it's going to be summer. No, we have 8 amazing months.
You don't know that. Okay?
We have 7 amazing
global warming
months.
is a real thing.
We have such beautiful weather for 7-8 months of the year, but I think we're
7-8 months.
We're so
4, 5.
There's so much trauma from the summer that we carry it in to the beautiful months. Yeah. So then when the beautiful months come, we constantly think about the summer. So it got to 30 in the last 2 weeks and everyone's like, oh, that's it, summer's coming. But no, cold snap is coming. And, we've got another good month or two.
Guys, don't listen to Casey. This is the last good month we're going to have.
Stop it.
Savor it. Book in all your road trips and your hiking plans and your camping plans. Now, this is the last month. And then
you're manifesting hot weather.
April onwards.
If it does come, I'm going to blame you.
But it's true. April onwards, it's like March.
That's a great question. So the last couple of years, we've reported the beginning of summer. It's always in June. When do you think the summer starts in Dubai? Like, when do you tell visitors, okay, you need to stop coming at this point,
Literally end of Ramadan.
Yeah, but that changes every year. It's a
changes
couple weeks earlier.
so last year and this year and the year before, I would say like end of March.
I think end of May.
April. You think end of May? No, it starts getting much warmer
It's
around
cheaper.
April, second week. Yeah, it's like as soon as it's April 1st, you go like, oh my gosh, you walk in, you leave the house thinking like it's going to be good weather, but Dubai's like, fooled ya. It is summer.
Guys, please let us know, does summer in Dubai to you start 1st of April or
1st of May?
1st of June.
1st of June.
1st of June. Like, it's getting toasty, but it's manageable. You can still get out in the mornings and the evenings and have a good time. The middle of the day is hot, but we're well prepared for it. So 1st of June, I think summer starts, and you think it starts 1st of April.
Yeah, but you know what?
April
now
1st.
things might be a little like different only because of all the initiatives that we have of cloud seeding.
You just said global warming, it's getting hotter.
No, global warming is like Mother Nature, and then cloud seeding is man-made. So like, let's see how both of them just have an effect on the weather when,
So you're like April 1st question mark.
Yes. Mid-April.
Speaking of a question mark, there was a question mark over Dubai yesterday. Who is Eugenia? Happy birthday to you, because you have just got the most spectacular birthday message. It was a blimp over blue waters. Some of the DMs that came through were amazing, and the comments. So someone said princess treatment only.
Oh my God.
Someone said the boys now have a lot to live up to. By the way, we don't know this is from a boy, just as an FYI. Someone else said this is from someone who got friend zoned. So these are just some of the messages of support and question marks to the anonymous big gifter who lit up Blue Waters yesterday with the ultimate display of affection.
So a big yellow blimp was spotted over Blue Waters yesterday, wishing Eugenia a great, big, unmissable happy birthday. And the internet has a lot to say.
Did you see the blimp? Were you impressed? Did you think it was too much? We had a couple of people messaging us pretending to be Eugenia. Like their name is Eugenia. So there was like a guy in the comments, I think his name was like Eugenio. He was like, thanks guys. Welcome. So a couple of Eugenias got in touch.
Take the win.
Happy birthday to Eugenia, a great big yellow blimp. I wonder if it was a surprise. Would you like to see come December, happy birthday Simran? Wow, when you put your name there, it's very real. Would you like to see that?
Yeah, duh, obviously. Who would not? Who would give me a person who would give me one person who would not, and give me a sane person who would not like that? A sane person who would not appreciate that gesture.
I don't know what to say. And when he said, yeah, why not? Like,
would you not appreciate that?
I mean, if someone did it, you wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't choose it. It wouldn't. I don't think I need it.
If your family surprises you with like a, we love you, Casey, a blimp in the sky for your birthday.
Give me a voucher at the mall.
Casey.
Give me the voucher. Send me off.
The big blimp with your face on it. And like
definitely not face. Would you like your face on a big blimp? Happy birthday, Simran.
I mean, like, why not,
Would you guys like a blimp for your birthday with a happy birthday message on it?
Like a grand big gesture for your birthday. Why not? No?
The jury's out. I think each to their own. Let's jump into our next story.
So Dubai's ruler grants 8,500 plots of land for Emirati homes. Now, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, issued directives to immediately allocate 8,500 land plots to Emirati citizens in the Al Yalis 5 area in the space, which spans up to 120 million square feet. And the Al Yalis 5 area will be developed to include 10 kilometers of green areas for walking and sports activities, entertainment areas, and other amenities reachable within 20 minutes, like grocery stores, a gym, and a cycling track.
Which ties in with the 20-minute initiative announced by His Highness earlier this year. So these plots are for citizens, and the citizens who have received approval from the Mohammed bin Rashid housing establishment are eligible to obtain these land plots. So citizens can select that plot that suits their needs using the Emirati digital platform on the Dubai Now app. Now, members of a family will be given priority in obtaining plot allocations in the same neighborhood, which is also amazing.
So His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's directives to expedite the allocation of the land plots as part of the national housing program he launched reflects his commitment to ensuring the well-being and happiness of the UAE nationals. And like they say, a happy home. No, they say a happy wife is a happy life. So that applies to like the citizens as well.
True.
Happy citizens,
Happy life.
happy country, happy life. Yes.
So true. I mean, in terms of like the benefits and benefits for citizens are different to benefits of residents, but also we see benefits as residents, but benefits of citizens, there's less than 10% Emirati citizens living in the country as opposed to 90% nationals. And they really do ensure in terms of health, welfare, social commitments that the citizens are very looked after, which is great.
Exactly. And now
we're going to be joined by the pro boxer Shannon Courtenay, aka the babyface assassin. She's going to be with us right after this break. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. We are joined by none other than pro boxer Shannon Courtenay. She rose in the ranks to become the WA World Champion between April and October 2021, and soon she's potentially eyeing a fight in Dubai and Saudi. Welcome to the show, Shannon. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So you have the nickname Babyface Assassin, and I so see it. Like we were going to ask you, like, how did that come about? But you can just see that.
I never gave myself the name. It got given to me. But I'm getting on a little bit now. So I'm thinking if I want to keep this name, I'm going to have to start having Botox, keeping the young face going. But
Tell us about your first fight.
My debut. Do you know what? People are normally so nervous for their first fight. I just enjoyed it because you're only going to have one debut, aren't you? So I just thought I'm going to enjoy the whole process. And it's the first time my mum ever watched me box because she never come to any of my fights beforehand. So I just enjoyed it and had a good time, really.
Good attitude.
How did you even get into boxing? Like, you have all the norm jobs and stuff, and then you're like, okay, no, I want to be a professional boxer. Why? How?
It just came about by chance. I wasn't really living the most healthiest lifestyle. I was overweight. I was a big drinker, big smoker. And then I lost a bet, so I had to go to a boxercise class. And then, I know, how bizarre. And then just wound up being quite good at it. And the next thing I know, I was in Finchley where they trained like Anthony Joshua, and he just won the Olympics. And they said, they were quite blunt. They were like, you're overweight, you smoke, you drink, but you've got a natural talent. And then that day I threw the cigarettes in the bin, went running, and I never looked back. And it just changed my whole life from there.
Wow. How that just played out?
I know, crazy.
And what was so I guess you had your debut, did you win?
Yes.
And where did it go from there in terms of like wins and losses, and you knew that you could kind of make a career of it?
So as an amateur, in my head I thought I wanted to just see how I got on at first, and I ended up really loving it, making a name quite early on. Then we was looking at the Olympics, and then around the time of the qualifications for trying to go for the Olympics, I got offered a contract by Eddie Hearn, the biggest promoter in the world, and then I turned pro. And then it just went on from there. And then within 7 fights, I was as a professional world champion.
Wow. That's amazing. And would you say that was your career highlight? Or was it the small fights on the way?
I think you can't always look at the destination. You've got to enjoy the journey. So the whole time I've enjoyed the whole journey, even the small steps, the smaller fights. But in my head, I know I'm going to be world champ. I'm going to win another world title. So the first one was fun because it's the first time. Next time I'll enjoy it more because I didn't take it all in the first time. So when I win another one, I'll enjoy it more. And the first time I won a world title was during COVID. There was no crowd. There was nobody there. So I'm celebrating on my own. So I think next time it'll be more special.
Wait, a boxing match during COVID? How was that even allowed?
So we got put into a bubble. So I had 3 fights during COVID where you get put into a bubble. It was just your team, no audience.
Okay.
Even my cornermen were wearing masks the whole time. Yeah, it was quite bizarre.
Is the prep for those was the prep different? Was it more mentally challenging, do you think, or was it the same?
Probably easier because we got given athlete passes so we could travel wherever we wanted. So when you're in camp, it's very lonely. You're on your own the whole time for like 10 weeks and you see your friends out and about having fun. But during COVID, no one was having fun. So I thought, I'm not missing out. I'm just living life in camp, eating, training, sleeping. I wasn't missing out. So it's probably a bit easier, to be honest.
You lucked out, I tell you, on the timing. Because the FOMO is so real when you see your friends out there just living their best lives.
I turn my phone off when I'm in camp, so I haven't got to see everyone out having fun whilst I'm stuck in some like dingy hotel. Like, oh.
That sounds quite challenging. Would you say that like being away from family and those sacrifices are the toughest part of your job?
100%. Everyone says, oh, why I do it so strictly where I cut everyone off. Family, friends, I don't see no one. And everyone's like, why do you do it so strictly? But I think that's the best way to do it because it's such a hard job, and you're getting punched in the head for a living. So if you're going to do it, you want to do it properly, don't you?
You sound so disciplined, but like it's so much easier said than done. That you said that you threw away your cigarettes and you stopped drinking and you just got really like focused. But was it really that easy? Was it just like an overnight decision? Like I'm gonna like just give all this up, or was it like a process for you?
No, bizarrely it was just an instant thing. It's like I found boxing and I suddenly found a direction. I never had a purpose or direction. I was just going through life and I was so unhappy in myself and I was miserable, and that's probably why I was drinking, because I was miserable. Suddenly I found something that I liked and everything just fell into place, and since then it just continues to fall into place.
I have no doubt that your story is an inspiration to others for sure. So pro boxing title, world champion. Also, you have a big following on Instagram.
Yeah.
What is like the level of public support like for you?
Back in the UK, it's fantastic. It's kind of hard to go out because I get recognised a lot, you get stopped a lot. So it's nice though, but the support is always amazing, and the people like to see, they like to go underdog, don't they? Because I never had that Olympic background. I've just come out of nowhere, so people like the underdog story. But because it's the backing and everything's amazing in the UK, now I'm out here, I'm trying to kind of crack the Middle East, so it's very different.
You're so pretty, and it's like, how do pretty people go into boxing? It's like,
It's all makeup. It's all makeup.
No, but wouldn't you get afraid of like your hair being pulled and like your face, like being
no, because my hair gets braided.
Okay.
I've got enough scars now that I'm not worried about one more. So
yeah, I mean, like where like your face getting smashed, like like injuries that made like like just bad severe injuries.
They're just battle wounds, aren't they? I think they're quite fun, to be honest. So when you've got a couple of scars or black eye, you kind of be proud of it because you think, well, I've earned that in a weird way.
Speaking of cracking the Middle East,
yes.
Are you fighting here soon? Will we see you in the ring?
I can't say too much, but soon you'll probably see me fighting in the Middle East, yes.
Dubai?
Or maybe Abu Dhabi, maybe Saudi. Like I said, I can't say too much.
Maybe. So Abu Dhabi, tell us more about that. Who would you be boxing there?
So Abu Dhabi, so my promoter is Eddie Hearn, who is Matchroom. They have a deal with Abu Dhabi to have 2, sometimes 3 fights a year. We're in talks to potentially fight at the end of the year here in Abu Dhabi.
And who would that be against?
I can't say.
A female? A male?
Oh, female, I hope.
Which one?
I can't say.
So we just had Tommy Fury, Logan Paul fighting in Saudi. So it's like influencer versus professionals. What are your thoughts on influencer fighters, and do you expect to see more female influencers getting into the ring?
Yes, the influencer boxing is obviously becoming a massive thing, and it's very easy to hate on it. And as a professional, when you work so hard to get where you are, and then someone who's just come off YouTube straight into the limelight, it can be frustrating. But you've also got to look at it and think, well, these people are opening fresh eyes. It's a new audience on boxing, and it's opening the game. It's bringing more money to the sport. So you've got to look at it in a wider perspective, not just a selfish point of view. So it can only be good for boxing when you think of it long-term wise.
Do you think the pros and cons, I mean, like, you listed both the pros and the cons right now, but do you feel like it takes away from the gravitas of boxing when you see influencers coming into it and doing it for fun and the money and the spotlight?
Yeah, 100%, because you've got grassroots boxing, which is amateur boxing back at home, and you see all these young kids working so hard. Like I did as an amateur, you don't get paid when you're an amateur. You do it just because you want to do it. And then you're going to see these young kids who think, oh, I haven't got to live a healthy lifestyle or train or stay in the gym. I can just be on YouTube and then land the spotlight. It's not that easy, but these influencers make it look like it is that easy, and it's not. And boxing's the hardest, loneliest sport in the world, so don't be fooled thinking that you can just make a video and become an influencer and suddenly you're going to be on the main stage. It's not that easy.
Do you feel like that's the 15 minutes of fame that people talk about on the internet? Like,
100%.
Get in the boxing ring, fight, that's your 15 minutes of fame and you're done.
100%.
Yeah.
People nowadays are craving fame for the wrong reasons, and they want to be famous for the wrong reasons. You know, do it because you want to inspire the youth or get something good out of it, not because you just want to have your face planted everywhere. There's so much more to life than just being in the limelight for the wrong reasons.
That's so true. So well said.
Speaking of influencing fighters, have you been contacted by any? Because we see a lot of male influencers in the ring and going for it, and we had 1 or 2 as part of a big fight here a year ago. Have you been contacted by any influencers, females who want to get into the ring with you?
No.
The Kardashians never contacted you?
I mean, if Khloe Kardashian wants to go, I'll go. But no, I think they know that what I do is probably a little bit more
But did they do it? They're doing it for the fame,
yeah,
you know
you've
what
got
I mean?
obviously you've got Misfits, which is massive back in the UK, and it's becoming into America as well, which is influencer boxing. An influencer boxer woman wouldn't live in a professional woman's world. It'd be too dangerous. But I mean, if the money's right, I wouldn't say no.
So, Misfit, tell us a little bit about that.
That's more. It's influencer boxing basically. You've got like KSI who owns it. He's one of the part owners. So they put on big shows on DAZN, and it's just influencer fighting influencer. It's not professional versus professional, so it's very different.
Okay.
So are you training here in Dubai now? And if so, what's the training scene like here in comparison with where else you've trained?
So all my training camps are still going to be done back home in the UK with my training team, but I train in Box IQ here, boxing gym. So I've got a coach here as well, Joe, who's fantastic. So he keeps me in good shape, still learning every day, still ticking over. So that when I go back into camp properly in the UK, I'm ready to go as well. So it's best of both worlds. I train here and I train in the UK.
And is it different, like in terms of just the difficulty levels and the comfort and accessibility? Where do you prefer training?
It's very different, you know. You wake up in Dubai, you've got a smile on your face because the sun's out, everyone's nice. It's just a nicer way of living, isn't it? But I can be a lot stricter when I'm back at home and I cut everyone off. So it's two different ways of doing it, really.
And how are you managing your time? Because we know that you're jumping into career real estate as well here. Tell us a little bit about that and how you manage to... You're looking at another world champion title.
Yeah.
And jumping into a new career. How are you doing both?
I'm just taking every day as it is. You know, I'm working with eSpace over here, looking at real estate, trying to make the move here myself. My partner lives here, so to be here with him as well, it makes sense for me to be here if I'm not fighting. So to try and keep life at home when I'm boxing and then trying to crack the Middle East as well is hard, but I'm trying to find the right balance.
Mm-hmm.
But what made you choose the Middle East? Like, why you and your partner have decided to like make this a home as well?
So he works here anyway. He's got businesses here, so I travel back and forth to see him. And you don't ever really see women from the UK, especially sports, trying to crack the Middle East.
Yeah.
So why not be the first one?
So true, and this is a place I'm sure you've seen like the boxing and the fighting scene here has just been growing year on year.
Yeah.
So no doubt we're going to hopefully see you in the ring before the end of this year.
Maybe.
Shannon Courtney, before you leave us, we want to play a quick game with you if that's okay.
Go for it.
It's called What Gives Shannon Courtney the Ick. If something is icky, you have to press the button, and we're going to find a little bit more about you.
Go for it.
Okay, let's start. Hair pulling during fights.
Ick. Definitely.
Do you have a message for all the hair pullers?
Don't do it.
Poor hygiene.
You don't like a smelly component?
Cleanliness, like that's my biggest thing. I've got severe OCD, so in my opinion, BO should be illegal. Why should people suffer for your unhygienic ways? No, thank you.
But do you refuse a fight if someone's like really smelling?
Well, I've got no choice, have I? And if you're in the ring for 10 rounds, you're going to sweat a little bit, aren't you? So I'll give them a leeway. But in general life, have a wash. You know, it's not that hard.
Deodorants. Okay, overly aggressive behavior.
It's nice to be nice, and it's always good to go around life with a kind heart. Don't be too aggressive because it will come back on you. I believe in karma.
She's not a stereotype boxer, is she?
Everyone expects me to be aggressive because of my job, but no, I'm not.
Trash talking.
No ick. Love a bit of trash talking.
What are some boxing trash talk?
You should try and get in each other's head a little bit so you can make them nervous or try and work them out. As long as you've got a solid core and you're not affected by someone else's words, trash talk's quite good.
If you could trash talk us right now.
Oh, we're not going there. Trust me. We're not.
There's like a lineup of it.
She's like, if we go,
We
we'll
go.
go.
Coming back. Okay, bad sportsmanship.
Yeah. I've been guilty a bit myself. I lost a fight once and I didn't even do the interview after the fight. I just stormed off. I looked like a baby on TV, so put my hands up. But that's because it means so much to someone. If you don't care, then that's a problem as well. But yeah, bad sportsmanship, it's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Strong words. We're going to leave it there. Shannon Courtney, an inspiration to everyone everywhere. Your journey has been incredible and your story is phenomenal. So thank you so much for coming to Dubai, sharing your story with us, and wish you the best of luck in your fights and also in your real estate career with Espas. That is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoops.
This show is brought to you by the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.